We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, dear friends. Hello, dear community. We are live today with Ioana. Ioana is for me the surprises box from forever. This is what I call her because every time I meet her, every time I talk to her, I find something new about her. So for me, Ioana, it's really the surprising box. And I have the pleasure to invite Ioana today. Hello, Ioana, finally.
Hello. Thank you so much for the invitation.
You're welcome. You're my guest anytime. Ivana, she just completed a very, very important milestone with Forever. She got to the supervisor position. Wow, which is amazing, Ivana. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so as I said, Ivana, it's really a box of surprises for me. But let's let Ivana tell us more a little bit about herself. Who is Ioana? Who is Ioana, the person, the professional, especially before Forever? Because here the surprises come.
Thank you so much for your introduction. And yes, I'm sure you will find a lot of things about me that you didn't know before, because
Mm,
not a lot of people know what I did before Forever and how I used to live my life. Well, first
mhm.
of all, I am a mom right now, a mom of a
Wow.
1 year and 2 months old baby. Well, he's
Mhm.
not a baby anymore. He's almost a toddler. He just started to walk, and it's quite hard right now to do the business and the family part. But we will talk
Mhm.
about this later. So about me before Forever, I can
Mm.
say I started the work in the I started in the work field even when I was since I was 18 years old, because I wanted to be
Wow.
financially independent, and that in parallel with my studies. I have economical studies. I studied commerce and
Mhm.
services, and I have a master in tourism, but I didn't
Mm.
have jobs in that domain, because I tried once or twice, but I realized that I wasn't cut for that kind of job. It implied a lot
Mhm.
of people contact, and I wasn't that kind of person who liked to talk to people and be in the center of attention, to say so. But during the faculty, like I said, I had different part-time jobs in different domains. I worked even in a cinema, so I had a lot
Really?
of experiences. Yes,
What kind of cinema? Sorry to interrupt. Do-
you, a cinema in the tickets selling.
Ah,
Yes,
that's so romantic.
it was quite
Because I love
interesting
cinema.
experience. Yes, because I loved the movies. I loved seeing them,
Me
and
too.
it was interesting to work there and to see what the people like and so on.
Hmm.
So after I finished my studies, I realized that I want to do something different. So I went on my own and learned about programming, which was
Mm,
something quite different from what I did in my studies.
programming.
Yes, I
Wow.
realized I'm more drawn to the technical stuff, and
Really?
I already did a course in the programming area.
Mm-hmm.
So I first found a job in a market research company, where I
Mm-hmm.
used to be a programmer for 2 years and a half. After that, I went into another market research company. I was there for another 2 years and a half, and these two jobs, I can say, were my first serious jobs. They were corporations, so I really
Mm-hmm.
liked them, because I didn't mention this, but along with my jobs, I also have a hobby in photography.
Wow.
So,
That's what I say that you are full of surprises,
yes.
Ioana.
So, along with my jobs, I also did this. I went to a few events. I even got some money from this hobby of mine,
Mm-hmm.
but it was quite money-consuming hobby, and also time consuming. And I realized
Yeah.
that I don't have that time, because it meant to have all the weekends occupied, and
Mm-hmm.
also the editing time for after the events, and it took
Yeah.
quite some time.
Mhm.
So I like these two jobs because it gave me the opportunity to use my Photoshop skills and the design skills. Because along with the photography, I
Wow.
had this editing. I like this editing part. So in that second job, I had the opportunity to work on product shelves
Mhm.
in Photoshop, and it was really interesting and amazing for me to do that. But fortunately, I had to leave that job because they closed that I don't know, the area I was
Yeah.
in, the department, and
Mhm.
I found another job in programming as a RPA developer, which means robotic process automation, and it
Yeah,
was
the artificial intelligence stuff.
yes, it was a
Oh my God.
pretty much more technical job, but
Mhm.
I can't say I really liked that job a lot.
Mhm.
It was
Why?
pretty tough because I was the only woman in a team of 12 men, and it was
Oh
pretty
wow.
hard.
Okay,
Yes,
I can see your point.
it was pretty hard to adapt and to work in that team.
Mhm.
So then after a year there, I got pregnant and I became a mother.
Mhm.
Once I became a mother, it made me think that I want to realign myself with what I want to do something from home because the kid started to be a motivation to me to be more with him,
Yeah.
to see his first steps and to be there for
Mhm.
him. So that's when the idea of doing something more started in my mind.
Mhm.
That's a bit
Oh.
about myself so far.
Oh my God. So I found already three connection points with you. That's amazing. You like the cinema because me too. I like the cinema. It's one of my passions. And it's true that I discovered the cinema in Paris while
Oh
the
yes,
classic cinema, I was almost every day in the cinema. And I studied also informatics. But I didn't work as a programmer, but I graduated high school informatics, and I also continue at the university with informatics. So it's Visual Basic, Turbo Pascal,
yes,
this all this type of things, all things C++,
yes.
and photography. But me, I'm less in the baby photographies, event photographies, more in
Oh yes,
nature.
forgot to say that once I became a mother, I thought about becoming a newborn photographer. I thought,
Hmm.
oh well, now I have a model, I can practice on him. But the reality was quite different, and I didn't have time. I didn't have the setup I need for that. You need a
Mhm,
lot of
mhm.
lights and a lot of things, and that costs a
Ah.
lot of money. So I
Oh,
didn't want to
really?
invest in that. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you want to do it professionally, you need a studio for that and a lot of money invested in it, and
Mhm.
also a lot of time. And
Yeah.
I thought that I can't do that if I want to be with my kids a lot of time. So yeah, that idea faded in
Wow.
time.
That's very interesting to know. I say, yeah, Ivana is full of surprises. I always find out new things about her, and I'm so happy to be with you in your team. So, how come that you joined Forever?
Oh
What
well,
happened?
like I said, I started to think about doing something else, to doing something from
Mhm,
home. I didn't search for something. I always thought that this opportunity found me through my sponsor, who just
mhm,
contacted me and offered to present, to give me a presentation to see what it's about. I was
mhm,
open to it because I'm always open to new things. I like changing and doing new stuff and learning new stuff.
mhm,
So I said, why not? Let's see it. I was quite interested about the products and the company. I didn't know it before. I didn't use them before. But I said, let's do this because I wanted to see how it is, if I can fit there. If I had a lot of fears and limitations, like we all do in the beginning, that I'm not cut
yeah.
off for this thing,
Oh, yeah.
that
I know
it's
what you're
about
talking
sales.
about.
Yes, that I can't be like the others that I saw, that my sponsor, who was quite enthusiastic and optimistic and so on. But I like her attitude, and I said if she can do it, maybe I can do it too. So that's how I started and said yes after a few days. I didn't think much about it
Mhm.
because I think that when an opportunity like this comes into your life, you have to say yes and see
And
if you
learn
can
how
do
to
it or
do
not.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Take it for you, but first say yes. Say yes and try it. All
Yeah.
right. No, that's interesting about you. I'm curious about one point, one another point, Ioana. And thank you for people commenting. Hello, girls. Hello. We cannot see the name, but we can see that you are here, and thank you very much. Yeah, Wana and Iwana. What a coincidence of name. Yeah, I
Yes.
was thinking also yesterday when I drafted the announcement, I was thinking about Wana and Iwana. Iwana and Wana. Crazy. Yeah, that's our parents' gift. One curious point, Ioana. You were always the person behind the screen, behind the camera, behind the lenses. How come that you became, thanks to Forever, I guess, you became the person in front? But what were the challenges for you to do this switch?
Yes, this is an interesting question. Like I
Mhm.
said, I didn't like to be in center of attention. I never like to speak in public and things like this. So yes, this was a really tough challenge for me to be in the front of the camera. But
Yeah,
like I said, I like new things. I like learning new stuff, and I like challenges. So I don't know how, but when I started this business,
yeah.
there were some challenges running in the team. So it was a challenge of 10 days lives,
Yeah, I
uh, da-
remember.
daily life to talk about the motives about the joining this
Mhm.
opportunity. So I said, why not? Let's do this and see if I can do it and how I can do it. I remember the first life I was shaking like a lot. I had the phone in my hand and I was shaking with it. My voice was shaking and so on. But once I started to do that day by day, it became more natural. It became easier. And
Exactly.
now you can see me how I talk. Even now, this is a challenge for me talking in English because I didn't do any interviews in English so far. But like I said, I like challenges, and I said, why not? Let's do an interview in English. So
That
I
is
like
your first
accepting new
interview
challenges.
in English? Is your first interview in English?
Yes, I only
Wow,
appeared
I'm amazed.
in one of those talking about sharing is caring events, but that was
Mhm.
my only one in English so far. So this is the
Wow,
fourth interview.
because
Yes.
your English is very good, and I really appreciate your courage to overcome, the shyness.
Yes, in my previous jobs, I used English a lot because I was working with foreign customers and I was talking on the phone with them. But it's been a while since then, and I was pretty nervous because I'm a pretty rusty Yasha, in English. So yeah,
No, your English is amazing. For
thank
someone
you.
who's living in Romania, actually, because you're living in Romania, and wow, I'm surprised.
I
Yeah,
also
I
know
remember.
French a bit, you know.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
I'm gonna invite you to join our French group, Ioana,
Yeah, I
our
don't know if I
Forever
can
French
talk in
group.
French, but I can understand it pretty well.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. That's the most important.
So
Yeah, I
another point we
remember
have in common.
exactly. Another point we have in common is French. I always love when I invite people here for interviews. I always find things in common, and it's amazing
Yes.
to see that we are working in the same team and we have so many points in common. People with different country, different background. And also, I remember when I did the first live, because you were talking about the first live, I'm accountant, so I'm also behind the screen normally. I did
Yes.
some public speaking in the past. But when
You're
I did the
behind the
first live,
charts.
yeah, exactly, I'm behind the chart. And my heart, I could hear my heart.
Yes.
Honestly, I could hear my heart. But yeah, after that, well, you prepare yourself
Yeah,
for,
look at where at you now.
yeah, exactly. And now it comes, at ease, like talking to you face to face. that's the amazing part, and that's why I would advise, and I'm sure you're gonna do this too, to overcome this shyness because it's really it's the future. It's the future. If you don't see your face in front of the screen, someday you will have to,
Yes.
maybe. Yeah, Ivana, how do you organize your day? Because you also have you are a family, you have a family. I know it can be different with a 1 year old child. I think it's around one
Yes.
year old your child. How do you
Well, it
what time
is
how long do you work?
it
Do
is
you get
pretty
to your day?
difficult to organize my day, but I can say I learned here a lot about organizing my time. And
Hmm.
first of all, I gave up a lot of
Yeah.
things I did before, like watching TV, like watching movies, like Netflix, and so on.
Oh yeah.
And this gave me a lot of time that I said I didn't have before. But apart from this, yes, it's pretty hard to raising a child and doing a business in this time. But I try to multitask a lot. I also work while I'm with him. I have only one
Wow.
hour or two per day when he sleeps. So that's when I do my lives. That's when I do my business approaches. But it can be less than an hour, so it's really frustrating when I don't have that time. So I
Mhm.
try to work with him in parallel while he plays, while we go out, while
Wow.
we go outside. I send messages when we are outside and so on. So yeah, I try to combine these things and to do everything with him and not be frustrated about the time I don't have because
Mhm.
he's always up and running, and I have to be attentive with him.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty hard to organize my day. No days are the same.
Mhm.
Our days are pretty different because
Yeah.
I depend very much on his schedule and on his sleeping schedule most of all. But I am lucky that he sleeps at 6, 7 in the evening. So I
Mhm.
have the evenings to work. We have the sessions for the team in the evenings, so I can attend those. But I also cook in that time. I do something different
You are
while I
multitasking.
listen.
You're
Yeah,
not always full of surprise,
I
but you are full of capabilities.
I'm
Wow.
always multitasking because I don't have time to do
Mhm.
these things separately. So that's how I organize them better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. That's
I
because
always
I
have an earphone in my ear.
okay, a headset like a
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
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 pretty
very
useful.
practical.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Because I have never realized that I have so much time until I started my business with Forever.
Yeah,
Because I thought, oh, I'm so busy. I have a full time job. Yeah, now that I have a full time job and a part time business, I realized how much time I lost in the past.
we have a lot of time that we don't realize. The time we
Exactly.
spend and the shop where while we wait for uh, to pay,
Yeah, to
and a lot
pay
of time
exactly.
that we don't realize we have when we can use
Scrolling
it
on
for our
Facebook,
benefits. Yes, scrolling and so on.
it's
While when we
amazing how
get lost for
many
hours. Yeah.
exactly how many activities we can squeeze in the time we have.
Oh, and
And
you asked me how much time I spend on the business. I can say I spend
mhm,
about 2 hours, but it depends. It can be more,
mhm,
it can be less, but it's a semi part time for me. So it is pretty tough. But you can see I got to the supervisor level, even if I had
yeah,
only that 2 hours
exactly,
a day. So anyone can succeed here, even with 2 hours a
exactly.
day.
That's this is what I truly agree with you because for me also I did the supervisor, like, whew,
Yeah.
in several months, I just put my energy in and anything
When
it's
you
done,
have
huh?
a strong motivation, you can do it.
Exactly, exactly. And I would like to thank you again for comments. I see that I guess you both have Greek origins. There is one comment. Do you have Greek origins, by
I
the
think
way?
it's about our names. Yeah.
Yeah. Because me, for sure, I'm Balkanic, for sure. So I may be from Northern Greece, but Greek origin, my father, he has Greek origins. Congratulations. Ooh, okay. What is the first one good question? What is the first top advice you'd give to your younger self at the time you started it all? What is the first top advice? And that's a very good question, actually, because we're gonna close the interview on it. What is the first top advice, and what is your advice for someone who would like to join but is too shy, to a younger self,
Oh,
young
well,
people
first
plus
of
the
all,
shy.
I like to tell people that they shouldn't look at us how we are now, because, like I said 10 months ago, I wasn't like this. I was shy too. I had a lot of limitations and fears, and that's how we all start this business. So, if you are this type of person who thinks that it's not cut out for this job, oh well, we thought the same at first, but we tried it because you have nothing to lose. The
Correct.
things you have to invest in the beginning to buy some products, I don't consider it an investment at all, because there are products that we already used in our homes. Everyone will use a shampoo, a soap, toothpaste, and so on.
Hmm.
And you
Right.
can you can use some more natural ones. So why not choosing a better alternative to what you already use? And apart from that, I think that you have to first say yes and see if it fits you, and not say no from the start and not know what you say no to. And I have a word that I'm leading my life on it, which says it's better to regret what you didn't do than to
Hmm.
regret what you did. So
Exactly.
yeah,
It's the
this
same
is
for
my
me.
advice for everyone. Yeah.
That's why when I hesitate between doing something and not doing something, I almost always choose to do something because
Yes.
I say I'm gonna regret that I didn't do it.
Because even if we fail at something, we have to learn something from it, and that's the best part.
Exactly. Exactly. And also for young people, yeah, because actually I'm having a lot of young people around me, and I can find myself in their shoes, like I was like 10 years ago, and I was looking. If you feel that you're looking for something different, which is not only what their parents do, just there and try it with a lower risk, but try it. Don't be scared about it.
You really don't
Wow,
have anything to lose, you only have to gain here.
exactly. Exactly. And we have another question, Ioana, from our user. What was one breakthrough discovery that made a difference on your business progress slash growth? One breakthrough discovery. Ioana.
Oh well, I think the discovery was myself, discovering myself. This was the breakthrough for me because the personal development helped me a lot here. The access we have to the personal development course is it's very important for me, and I always read books and so on, but it's not the same. It's not the
Exactly.
same with a trainer who is exactly on this domain and on this network marketing area, and who knows how to put us in these shoes, in this business. And I can say that it really helped me a lot to overcome my fears, to discover myself, like I said, to become a better person, to become the
Mhm.
better self.
Yeah,
And
that's
also the
great discovery
community.
indeed.
Also
Someone
the
said that's great
community.
discovery indeed. Top, tip top, love it. Yeah, also the
The
community.
community was a lot better discovery for me, because as I had a lot of jobs before, I didn't find this in any of my jobs. The support I have here, the trainings we have here. In most of jobs, you have only an induction in the beginning where you are
Mm,
trained about what to do and so on. But then along the way, you are not supported like you are here. Here you can have any question, any fear, and you are always answered by anyone, so that's amazing.
yeah, yeah, that's a great point. And also the amount of personal development we do, because
Yes.
we are embarked in a process of personal development every week,
Yeah.
and that we work a lot on ourselves, how to overcome our fears, how to overcome the fear of rejection, the fear of public speaking, the fear of life, plenty of
And that's
fears.
amazing because it also helps us in our personal life, not only in our business. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, exactly. It's something that we benefit on now in our personal life.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and the community is wow. I'm uh, I'm so happy that I had the chance to start this business with really low investment. That's
Yes.
it's not like a franchise. It's not like classic
And there
business
are
where you have
no
to.
risks than in
Yeah,
other like in any other business.
yeah. And what's the risk? Because you buy products that you use them anyway. So
Yes.
I don't see what's the risk exactly. Ivana, you have a question again. Wow. Thank you, dear friend, for being here so active. We love you. Who's the most inspiring person, book, broadcast, podcast, trainer for you? Who's the most inspiring
Oh.
person, book, podcast, trainer?
Well, since I started this business, I had, started to look for a lot of trainers in this domain. But first
Mhm.
of all, I was very interesting about the social media part. So I can say
Mhm.
Fraser Books is one of my favorites now because he's the number one in the social media training system. And I bought two of his books. I read them already, and it's
Mhm.
really amazing how he puts it very simple what you have to do and how you can raise your visibility on Facebook and
Yeah.
what you have to do with your profile and so on. And yeah, he's my number one for me. And I really
Fantastic.
learn a lot from him.
Wow. As soon as I free up more time and I'm gonna be one day I'm gonna be full time in my business in my project. This is the first guy I'm gonna study
Yeah, look for him.
intensely because I'm amazed by the quality of his instruction and it's really simple,
Yes, I
even
like very much how he
yeah,
talks with people and everyone can understand what he says like very easily.
exactly. And someone here confirmed I love Fraser Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love it too. We love him. And yeah, for me the most I think the most but I always talk about the same person that really changed my life. It's Robert Kiyosaki. Robert
Yeah.
Kiyosaki, he is my mentor. I found out about his books, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and we talked in one of the past evenings with Andrea Tudor and about the cash flow quadrant. That changed my life. On the left side, employees and self-employed, the one that sell their time for money, and on the right
Yeah.
side, the business owners and the investors. And Kiyosaki, he even dedicated a book to the network marketing, saying that the network marketing is the best way to go from left, not to trade your time for money strictly anymore, to right, to be a business owner. And I think that's amazing. That changed my life. That so every time I do something, I just ask myself, okay, which quadrant are you now? Which size are you now? Which part are you? Yeah, rich dad, poor dad. Yeah, someone else commented on. Yeah, that's amazing. If you have other questions, guys, absolutely, yeah. If you have other questions, please leave them below
What I
also.
find it also interesting here is how we find people that we didn't know before, like you
Yes.
and me, and how we can
Mhm.
become friends and know a lot about each other. And we really are a family here. And
Exactly.
that's what I find amazing here. Yeah, how you
Exactly.
can find friends that you didn't know before.
Exactly. Exactly. That and friends with like-minded people because
Yes,
for me, I guess for you the same. When you are in the corporation, you work with people that you don't choose.
yeah.
Now you choose the people you work with. It's amazing. That's you can choose and you can say, I want to work with that person. I want to interview that person. I want to cooperate with that person. It's a family,
Yes,
like-minded
it
people.
really is. And I can't
We
wait
should.
for the trips we will do together because we will do that
Oh
too.
yeah, after the COVID is over and the lockdown is over, for sure. I
Yeah.
haven't I haven't met you yet face to face, but for sure when I come to Romania, I want to meet you, all of you,
Yes.
all of you. Give you big hugs. Yeah, someone said we should make a trip or someday, lady. Yeah, triple. That's a good that's a good suggestion. Yeah, for sure we're gonna make it. For sure, that's a promise. Okay, other questions? Otherwise, I think you wanna thank you for being here. I
Thank you
love
too.
your presence, your energy, and I'm sure everybody loved it. You gave a smile on our face today.
Yeah, I hope I inspired a lot of people
You
today.
inspire.
I
You
really like to
inspire them for
inspire
sure.
people and share my experience to help people to learn from it.
Exactly. Young people, shy people, people behind the cameras, forget about the behind the cameras and step out in front of the cameras. You
Yeah,
have
and
the
they
chance
know
now.
that we are people like them and we are not we don't have anything special more than them. So they should join this like we did.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So a big hug for all of you now. Have a wonderful evening and thank you for being here to discover the surprises that Iwana has to offer us. And I'm sure Iwana, it's not the first time that we're going to meet virtually again
Yes,
because
of course.
I'm sure you have more surprises to
I
share
have a
with us.
lot of experience with the products. We have to do that someday.
Sure, sure, sure. We're going to share amazing experience. I'm
Yes.
eager for this. Okay. Have a nice evening, dear friends, dear community. See you very soon, at least with me tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. I'm going to be here. And a big hug for all of you. I hope you get inspired. Ivana, a big hug for you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice evening. Bye bye.